So, chord progressions. Every song you hear on the radio or in the charts has a chord progression. So, they're pretty important, right? Right. In this video, we're going to look at the most used chord progression and we're going to look at it in its two forms. We're also going to look at the most popular songs of the last few months and see what chord progressions they use. And then lastly, we're going to break down these chord progressions and see which ones you can use and which one might be worthwhile trying out. If you haven't seen the prequel to this video, where I talk about the basics of chord progressions, I'd recommend checking that one out first. I'm going to leave a link just up there. Shout out to ProdDMB for requesting this video, and if you've any requests yourself, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and bell notification button so you can see more videos like this. I also stream over on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, so if you'd like to check me out, that's the place to go. Sadly, Mixer closed down, so now I have to move, so I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out and make that transitioning process a little bit easier by going over to Twitch and give me a follow. Cheers. All right, let's get into it. Here's some things I wish I knew about chord progressions when I started making music. Okay, we're back. Chord lesson number 2, and I just reiterate the link above if you haven't seen my first video. Up there. You can see it. That's worth checking out first. Sweet, good, Dudley. Okay, what does diatonic mean? Diatonic means we stay in one key. And for the sake of today, we're going to stick in C major like we did last time. 7 notes of the scale. Well, you have 8 notes, but 2 of them are C, so one doubles up. Okay, cool. So we've got 7 chords, right, in one key. So we have the chords C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, 3 majors, 3 minors, and 1 diminished. The chords, we use the Roman numerals. The uppercase is for major, lowercase is for minor. So in the chord of 1, always major. Chord of 2, minor. Chord of 3, minor. 4, major. 5, major. 6, minor. 7, diminished. So there's our 7 chords. It goes major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if we were to write them out in Roman numerals, uppercase for major, lowercase for minor. Great. So those are our 7 chords we're going to stick with for the minute. The piece is diatonic, which means it only stays in one key. What does it do? It only stays in one key. Great class. Well done today. I don't know what. Now I'm going to jump straight into some of the most common chord progressions. The pop world got hit with 4 chord progression that the chances are you probably have all seen the Axis of Awesome do their amazing song on the 4 chord trick. So this is the most famous pop chord progression. It goes 1, 5, 6, 4. Or if you start halfway through, exact same 4 chords, you just jump the last 2 into the start. So it goes 6, 4, 1, 5. If we're in the key of C major, the chord of 1, C major, the chord of 5, G, the chord of 6, A minor, the chord of 4, A major. So you have 3 majors and 1 minor. 3 majors, 1 minor, 4 chord progression. Very stable. So that's what it sounds like when it's the 1, 5, 6, 4. When it's started halfway through, 6, 4, 1, 5, it sounds like this. A minor, F, to the 4, to the 1, C, and to the 5, G. So that's the most popular 4 chord progression, 1, 5, 6, 4, or start halfway through, 6, 4, 1, 5. Let's run through some examples just to show you. I'll move my mic over here so you can actually sing while I play. Some examples of songs that use the chord progression 1, 5, 6, 4. Let's play I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. Let's see if you recognize it. Well, you done I bet I felt it. I tried to kiss you, but I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and I try to get back. 1, 5, 6, 4, C, G, A minor, F. Let's try another one. Another example is Forever Young. Forever young. I wanna be forever young. Let's see, can you think of any others? Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart. Oh, and my particular favorite. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. So there's some examples of the 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression. Now let's try 6, 4, 1, 5, the exact same chord progression which we start halfway through. Slightly different feel. Have a listen. How about Toto Africa? It was the ring in Africa. Apologize. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Oh, Hello by Adele. Everyone loves that one. Hello, it's me. Oh, my personal favorite actually for the 6, 4, 1, 5 is definitely Higher Love, the one that James Vincent McMorrow covered. Really a higher love. Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, sweet. So there's some examples of the 6, 4, 1, 5 and the 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression. Very popular, very common. I'm sure you can think about 50 other songs that use both of those. But now in recent times there's been a slight shift. Everybody's become very aware of that 4 chord progression. It's just a bit nearly cheesy, if you will. But you can still hide it in different ways of production. But more often than not, people are avoiding that chord progression right now. We're trying something new. So let's give some examples of songs that have been in the global top 50 over the last few months, and let's see what they're using. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at today is Toosie Slide. Everyone knows that one. Toosie Slide by Drake. Chord progression for that one is a 4, 1, 5, 6. So if we play it in the key of C major, if you want to pause the video and try it out yourself. So it's F, that's F major, major 4, 1 is major as well, C major, to 5 is G, another major, and then to 6. Now, do you notice anything about that one? Same 4 chords as we had in the old pop style, but in a different pattern. This one's 4, 1, 5, 6. Not the same pattern, same chords. Interesting. Now, let's move on to the next one. Let's try Blueberry Faygo. This one is 2, 5, 1, 6. First time having a 2. Play it in C major again. Try and figure out the chords before I play them. So here we go. D minors are 2, 5, G, to 1, C. Now here's a really interesting thing. I told you earlier that 6 were always minor. Here they've gone with a kind of a very classical influence chord change where we make a major 6th. The A minor becomes an A major. It's basically a borrowed major chord from the minor, where A major would be a chord in the key of C minor. So it's just borrowing a chord for one quick instance and then returns back to C major. I'd still call it diatonic because it's only borrowing a chord. It's not quite going to a different key. It's just borrowing a chord and then remaining in C major. So keep the major 6 in mind. We'll come back to that in a bit. Next one, ROCKSTAR. Everyone knows a bit of ROCKSTAR. Now this one's the one with the baby featuring Roddy Ricch. So these chords are 6, 1, 5, 4. Do you recognize those chords? Same 4 chords again, different progression. I think you're recognizing a pattern here.
Clock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me that the underneath me. Better than the money gonna bust.
And if that ain't enough, go get the job. Same 4 chords as the old pop style, but different progression. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Let's keep going. Okay, The Weeknd. So The Weeknd's chord progression, Blinding Lights, 2, 6, 1, 5. Interesting. 2 is popped in twice here. 2, 6, 1, 5. D minor, A minor, C, G. I like that. That's a real solid chord progression. Also, you can't copyright chord progressions. Top tip. The Scots. Everyone knows a bit of Travis Scott. Let's see what he's at. I was going to play it and then I realized it's literally just one chord. 6, the A minor. That's pretty much the whole track. It does go briefly to the second chord, D minor, and the third chord, E minor, but only in the intro. So I don't know if that even counts. So there you go. So you can have a full piece with just one chord. Now I know you're saying Travis Scott is huge, but he can make a huge track with one chord. It's always an option. If you're like, one chord will do, maybe it will. Just choose if it's major or minor. You're flying. Cool. So that's the chord of 6. Let's move on to an interesting one. Megan Thee Stallion, Bougie, Ratchet, Savage. Listen to this. It goes from C major and then D minor. And that's the whole chord progression. 1 to 2. That's something. She did it. Okay, Say So. Here we go. This one's pretty cool. Watch out for the 4th chord here. We go to the 2, the 5, the 1, and the major 6th. Again, second time from a global top 50 song, we go to the major 6th on the 4th chord. Interesting. Let's play that. It's actually the exact same chords as Blueberry Faygo. But
stay it in the moment, and I better know it. I wanted, I'd have known it. Why don't you say so?
Very cool. Yeah, that's super cool. I really like that one. There you go. And the last one we'll look at right now is ROXANNE. All she want to do is party all night. 2, 5, 1, 4. We're going for D minor, G major, C major, F major. Let's have a listen.
Roxanne, Roxanne, all she wanna do is party all night.
That's so cool. I really like that chord progression. Sweet. So we've looked at all these chord progressions now. So we've transitioned from having the old pop style chord progression, which is 1, 5, 6, 4, 6, 4, 1, 5 as well, to some of these new chord progressions having their foundations on the same chords, the 1, the 5, 6, and 4, but with some variations. Either the progression has been changed, so they're using the 1, 5, 6, 4, but in different orders, like ROCKSTAR or Toosie Slide. But then on some other occasions, we're changing maybe the chord of 6 for the chord of 2. But with Say So and Blueberry Faygo, they did that cool kind of, it's very classical change of where they're borrowing a major chord from the minor scale of C. So it seems like currently writers, producers are trying to use what's comfortable to the human ear and try and change it a tiny bit to give something a little bit more interesting and energetic. That's just changing it up a little bit. Cool to see that the 4 chord trick is still being used with slight adjustments, but there's also songs being used with 2 or even 1 chord, so pretty much anything's possible. So I highly recommend messing around with these chord progressions, seeing which ones you like, seeing which ones you don't like, take the ones you do like, mess around with them, take the ones you don't like, and force yourself and see if you can make them work. Most importantly, have fun with it. And that's the reason we got into music in the first place, so you can't go wrong. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments if you have any thoughts or questions yourself after watching this. Best of luck with the beat making. Cheers.